The most important tool you will be using when developing a website or modifying it is the developer tools from your browser. So it doesn't matter if you are using Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Brave, or any browser. You go to any website you want, right-click, inspect, and you have this right here with all the HTML, CSS, and you can even run JavaScript in the console. Maybe you have it at the bottom. If you click these three dots, you can put it at the bottom, at the side, or wherever you prefer. I'm going to make it flow so you can see it better in the video. And here we have all the elements. Here we have the navbar, the hero section, the countdown right here. So this is the countdown, the video, and we can start modifying these things. So if I click here, I can select any element I want, for example, this button. And if I double click on get started, I can say buy now. And the text changes if I click enter. And also when I select an element like this button, I have here all the CSS of this button. So I can change, for example, the background. I can make it blue. And maybe the text, I want to make it a yellow-green, for example. And I can even add more properties. So if I add here, if I click here, I can add a border of 1 pixel and color is going to be white, for example. Okay, so 1 pixel solid white, and now I have a solid border of 1 pixel and color white. In the console right here, I can even run JavaScript. So if I say here alert hello, for example, now the website says hello. So what I want you to do is to go to any website you want, right-click, inspect, open the developer tools, as you have right here, and start seeing all the HTML, the styling, and start changing it. Okay, so maybe you can go to Google. Of course, when you go to any website, they are very complex, even if they don't seem so, and you will see a very complex HTML with lots of divs, weird classes, and weird attributes you don't understand now, but try to change those things. For example, here I have it in Spanish, but here it says shop. I'm going to translate it. For example, I'm going to change tienda for shop, which is the meaning in Spanish of shop. And I'm going to change the color from white to maybe red. And I'm going to add more padding. Instead of 5 pixels, what happens if I add 50? You can see it adds a lot of space. In fact, you can see it here, the margin and the padding. Okay, so when you select an element, this green right here is the padding and the orange is the margin. You can even see it in that pop-up that appear. You can see the color, the font, the margin, padding, and a lot of properties. So this way you can start learning how websites are made, how is the structure of websites, what are div, which are dividers that divide the layout of the website in different zones, and what are paragraph, images, how can you add anchors, which are links, how can you add buttons, how can you add inputs, so you can input text, input your password, your email, and start analyzing every website you go to and try changing different things. This way you will get used to the properties of HTML, CSS, and in the future we will add also JavaScript, which is the most advanced. So I hope you find useful this tool.